This evening on Denver7 News at 5, Black Friday, but not as we know it.
The line was pretty fast, it took less than 5 minutes to get in.
It's a hard pandemic pivot for local stores trying to harness holiday shopping fever.
We don't do as much business as we did, but everybody's safe and it stays safe.
It comes as coronavirus cases surge and doctors issue new warnings about a post-holiday spike.
Plus, Americans could be getting vaccinated before the end of the year.
A little under the weather for 12 to 18 hours.
We're hearing what it's like to get the shot from the volunteers taking part in trials right now.
Hello and welcome to Denver7 News at 5. I'm Jessica Porter in for Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Gary Brode in for Shannon Ogden. Thanks for joining us. Love it or hate it, Black Friday is here and the extra foot traffic was noticeable at some of our local stores, but nothing like we've seen in the past. You remember these lines where it looks like people are basically trying to storm a castle.
It's been a pretty tame day across the nation with some minor lines here and there. But sales are not slowing. The National Retail Federation estimates holiday shopping could rise by more than 5% compared to last year.
And that leaves local shops in a tough spot. They got to keep up with the high demand from holiday shoppers and stick to pandemic rules to avoid crowding. As Denver7's Liz Gilardi reports, one Denver business is trying to turn the tables with a whole new approach.
Music can transport us, comfort us. Maybe that's why vinyl record sales haven't skipped a beat, even during the COVID-19 pandemic.
During the pandemic, I don't know, but it seemed like people really took a lot of comfort from this cheap, easy to get thing that brings a warm feeling that lasts.
There could be another reason too.
Well, everybody's stuck at home now, so it's something to do.
Whatever the reason, people are lining up, waiting outside Twist and Shout Records in Denver.
Today is Black Friday, as you know, but it's also a record store day holiday.
It's the day when exclusive products are released at independent record stores. Usually hundreds of people would be waiting outside Paul Epstein's business.
The fun of it was it would be this huge crowd of people, and that just cannot happen now.
Instead, customers could sign up for appointments in the morning before the store opened to the public in a limited capacity. And at Wax Trax Records, they're also taking measures to keep customers safe.
We're asking everybody to do hand sanitizer, and we're taking people's temperature at the door.
That hasn't seemed to deter shoppers.
Business has rebounded and gotten a little bit better.
Almost immediately from opening and reopening in June, our customer base came back. It was pretty amazing.
A rebound fueled by loyal customers and the popularity of vinyl records.
It's firmly found its place in people's hearts.
Liz Gilardi, Denver7.
The city of Boulder is adding new incentives to shop local this holiday season. Its Retail SOS program launched today. For every $25 worth of Boulder gift cards you buy, you'll get a bonus $25 to spend. The maximum match is $100 per person. More than 60 stores are taking part in that program.
And this holiday season, Facebook is urging all of us to consider supporting local Black-owned businesses. The social media platform says during the pandemic, Black-owned companies closed at twice the rate of other small businesses. It's encouraging users to post the Buy Black Friday hashtag to highlight local companies. It also has a holiday gift guide featuring products from Black-owned businesses across the nation.
One Black-owned business in our state is getting a big boost this holiday season with a celebrity endorsement. As Denver7's Sloan Dickey reports, small businesses across Colorado need our support now more than ever. And this weekend is a good opportunity to shop small.
Tomorrow is Shop Small Saturday.
I have a lot of artists that you're only going to find their goods here.
And Denver has many small businesses like Sewn on Broadway with gifts you won't find anywhere else.
You're going to get something that nobody else has.
As the holidays approach, small businesses also have unique strategies for attracting customers.
We really rely on the walk-in traffic.
Kirsten Copeland owns the shop on Broadway. She says it's word of mouth and community awareness that will continue to keep her store afloat during a difficult year.
It's not just about supporting me, it's about supporting the artists that also make their goods in the shop, and it's about supporting the neighborhood in general.
Hi, I'm Angel, and I'm the founder of Iconi.
Other Colorado businesses like Iconi Leggings, owned by Angel Johnson, are taking a more virtual approach.
I would encourage local businesses to really get out there. So even if you're a brick and mortar, tap into that e-commerce network.
The young entrepreneur who sells athletic apparel was selected for Oprah's favorite things this year.
It's changed my whole year, and I'm just so appreciative for it.
She says small business owners shouldn't be afraid of partnering with the big guys.
They have millions and millions of customers going through Amazon. So if you're utilizing that, you can really get the message out and the word out about your business.
Two different businesses with two different strategies, but both owners say in these challenging times,
I definitely think it's very important to shop within our local community.
Spending money here in Colorado is more important than ever this holiday season, whether you're showing up at the door or reaching out online.
People, if they don't shop the small stores, they won't be here.
Sloan Dickey, Denver7.
Companies everywhere right now are fighting to stay in business as the coronavirus cases surge across the nation. The COVID Tracking Project says right now a record 90,000 Americans are in the hospital because of the virus, and there's growing concern things could get worse soon. The CDC gave warning not to travel this Thanksgiving, but more than 6 million people flew for the holiday. The CDC predicts the U.S. death toll could top 320,000 over the next 3 weeks. And in Colorado, the state reported nearly 4,300 new cases today, and that's better than yesterday, but the overall trend is still in the wrong direction. Another important measure here is the number of hospital beds in use due to the virus. It stands just below 1,800. It's the highest number since the pandemic started.
Today, we're getting a clearer picture of when Americans could start getting vaccinated against the coronavirus. The Food and Drug Administration is holding an emergency use authorization meeting about Pfizer's vaccine on December 10th. Staff says a decision is expected within weeks, possibly days after that key meeting. So far, Pfizer is the only company asking for emergency use authorization for its coronavirus vaccine. Despite the promise of protection a coronavirus vaccine could give, some people are hesitant to get the shot. And that's raising new questions as employers consider vaccine mandates for workers. OSHA says companies can legally require vaccinations. Some already do that for the flu shot, but workers have the right to request medical or religious exemptions.
And if you're on the fence about getting a COVID shot, our sister station in Florida spoke to one man who volunteered to test the vaccine.
After the first injection, the next day, we were achy, had a little mild headache, and there was some inflammation around the injection point. But that was it. It went right away. And after the second injection, which was the booster, virtually no issues.
And today there is new suspicion North Korean hackers are trying to get their hands on a vaccine trial data. Reuters reports hackers posed as recruiters on the website LinkedIn and reached out to staff for the vaccine. They sent documents with hidden code to try and gain access to staff computers.
For the Broncos, practice is off today, but Sunday's game is still on. It comes after one player and two staffers tested positive for coronavirus. Quarterback Jeff Driscoll tested positive yesterday. He showed no symptoms and said he was surprised he tested positive. Sunday's home game against the Saints will be happening with no fans in the stands. Kickoff is at 2:05, and join us on Denver7 News at 5 for a full post-game breakdown and analysis. And the coronavirus is forcing the Buffs to change direction tomorrow. CU was supposed to play USC, but COVID-19 problems are taking the California team out of the picture. Instead, the Buffs will host San Diego State tomorrow at 3. Coaches say they will be keeping a close eye on coronavirus spread, especially as players come back from Thanksgiving break.
Colorado gun stores hitting their mark.
My sales are probably 4 times greater than what they typically are at this time of the year.
But surging sales are leading to frustrating shortages of some basic supplies.
Plus, pick your path carefully. Fresh warnings if you plan to ski this weekend.
Chilly weather for the Front Range today, but I'll let you know when we'll see our next chance for snow in the forecast.